Previously on the 11th Siege of Swampcavern. Hello, my name is Rick, and this is the Dwarf Fortress of Swampcavern. And this is the 11th Siege of Swampcavern. Here we have 70 or so armed and angry goblins. They have come at a bad time. We have civilians on the surface. We have military troops running around being idiots. So they kind of caught us at a bad time. We were expecting human traders, not goblins. Here's one problem we have. It's the distance between this civilian and the front entrance of the fort. It's not that far from the nearest goblins, which are over here. Normally during the siege, I close this bridge down here to shut off this entrance so nothing can go this way. But in this particular case, I can't do that because a civilian will almost certainly get launched by this bridge across the entrance, which will severely injure or outright kill them. And this is a dying civilization. These are the last dwarves of their kind in the world, so I really don't want to lose anybody. And now for part 2 of the 11th Siege of Swampcavern. Oh great, it's one of my nudist type dwarves too. Except they'll say, look, I'm not completely naked. Can't you see I'm wearing this nice hat? Actually, a cap isn't enough. He's wearing both a cap and a crown. What a nut. Before the goblins showed up, my guys had been battling beetle men and women without my telling them to do anything about it. They just chose to do that on their own. The goblins are sending in a couple of their recruits, including their elf recruit, along with a couple of their experienced guys, just as a little scouting party. We have an army. They have an elf. And now to find out if their scouting party kills my civilian. Oh, they're on the same screen. Not really what we want to see. I think the civilian's just slightly closer. If they can get inside to the safety of the fort, they'll have cage traps to protect them. But the goblins are speeding up. Some of these goblins are just going to stay down here and hang out with their friends in the cage traps. And in a moment, they're going to be sealed in there with the bridges. And some goblins standing on the bridge may get flung up into the roof or thrown around the room or squished. I'm not entirely sure. Whatever, it's good. Run, you fool. Oh, here comes the elf. Don't die to an elf. Whatever you do. You're 2 steps away. You're 1 or 2 steps away. You're in the front entrance of the fort. Where are the archers during this? Oh, excellent. That thing I was saying about the bridges. We've literally never done this before, so this is kind of a treat. All these guys in here, I suspect, are badly injured because they got thrown around by a bridge. So I think they're unconscious or shocked or stunned or something. So it worked. Much to my surprise, our evil trap actually did something. We've separated off a small group of goblins who now can't escape. You know what? This guy's not out of the woods yet because the goblins are not far behind and the archers are just slightly out of range. So I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen now. The sun went down as the goblins were attacking, and now it's nighttime. But dwarves can see in perfect darkness, so they don't care. I hope they tell their human friends where to fire. The goblins are getting really close. And their little friends. The main goblin army is still way back here, advancing towards the fort from the trap area. The goblins are scared. I get it. They're grouping up, hoping there will be some safety in numbers. They're holding back, waiting to see what the scouting party says. Perhaps one of them climbs a tree and says, "Yep, there's the fort. Off in the distance, I can see it. Keep going the way you're going." Let's see what happens to the elf and his friends. Are they about to get shot to pieces by crossbows? Are they going to run into the front entrance of the fort and get into a fight with innocent civilians? Are they going to charge forward and fall into cage traps? And now we'll find out. Come on, crossbows. Gotta be close. Shoot that elf. Uh-oh. I've ordered the crossbow teams to move just a tiny bit in case that helps. But it is not looking real good for these guys. They're being slow. Well, here's a thought. Let's send in some support to help them. That ought to do something. Oh, there we go. Oh, scary. The elf falls back a little bit. Oh, that thing I said earlier was true. They were stunned, but they are no longer stunned. Still trapped, though. Yeah, the archers moved just the tiniest bit. Some of these guys are coming into range. Oh, they're scared. They're firing bolts. What's going on? Oh, yes. It just flashed across the screen. There was a nanny goat over here in a pasture. They just killed it. And now this goblin will probably kill the dog at the front entrance. But if that gives the civilians time to escape, that's fine. Only a single shot from the fort has hit anything yet. But hey, they're firing into a deeply forested area that, well, is swampy. It's a swampy forest. Here's the poor fools we have trapped underground. We've saved these guys for later. They're not going to be running off the map or escaping or anything like that. Here's their friends, slowly marching towards the fort, which is off ahead of them. Got some more over here. Yeah, these two troublemakers right here. Oh, they are right next to the fort now. And there's the archers, just waiting for people to come closer. Here's the goblin fighting with the dog. He's the first goblin to step foot into the fort during this siege. And here towards the back we see the desperately fleeing civilians. Ooh, nice shot. Those look like hits to me. Are those goblins not moving for a reason? Indeed, this one's starting to get softened up a bit. Just a little. We're going to follow this goblin recruit. See what he does. Oh, he is moving towards the fort. Meanwhile, the goblins are chasing around a goat kid because they have nothing better to do than pick on poor innocent little animals. Oh, you killed our goat. You killed our baby goat. You killed our dog. We'll get you for that. Well, I see once again my video is going way too long, so I'm going to break it into pieces here. If you enjoyed this Dwarf Fortress content, please like, comment, or subscribe. And don't forget, every time you click the like button on one of my videos, somewhere a dwarf gets an adamantine battle axe.